March 2022's Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. This is our first video of the month. We're really excited to bring you these. Today we're going to be talking about how to find hearings that are available around the state and how to navigate the new New Jersey Legislature website. So if you look at the top here, you can see the actual website. It is www.njleg.state.nj.us. And this is what the homepage looks like. You are greeted with exactly what you are seeing now. We have a few buttons. We have a tab here for the legislature, so you can learn more about the process, some historical info, and a welcome to the State House page. Then we have the members tab right here. You can see the district map, the leadership, the roster, and the Senate and the Assembly seating chart. Then we have this tab here about the legislative process. So you can learn about Senate committees, Assembly committees, joint committees, other committees, legislative committees, Senate nominations, Senate rules, and the General Assembly rules. There's a tab for bills, so you can learn about the different bills that are going on. You can search for a bill, voting records. You can see what other candidates voted on. You can subscribe to certain bills to learn about when hearings come up for that bill, or when meetings happen about that bill, or if anything is passed with that bill. Statutes, chapter laws, and learning about the Constitution. And then publications. We have the legislative calendar, the digest, budget and finance, audit reports, public hearing transcripts, property tax reform, and a glossary. So if you are interested in learning about how to find hearings that are going on around the state of New Jersey, there are a few ways that you can do that. First, we're going to scroll down and you'll see this calendar right here. So today is March 2nd, and you'll see that there's no legislative activity for this date. But you'll see some colors. You'll see legislative activity here and this gold brownish kind of color. If you click on that, it tells you what is going on. So on the 3rd, Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, at 2 o'clock, the Senate has a session in the Senate chambers. And at 10 a.m., the Senate State Government, Wagering, Tourism, and Historic Preservation is meeting in the Committee Room 4 on the first floor in the State House Annex, and that's in Trenton at the State House. So if you want more information about what they're meeting on, you can click on those links that you see, and it gives you all of the bills that they are voting on or talking about. It tells you a little bit about what the bill is in this abstract column. It tells you who sponsored it here, the status, and then the date of activity. So if you want to learn more about a bill, so we see election workers raise pay to $300 a day. So that would be Bill S1290. So that looks interesting. Let's click on that. If you click on that link, it'll go right into the bill. So it again gives you the assembly number, A208, and the last session bill numbers, this primary sponsor and the co-sponsor, the date it was introduced into the Senate, and then it has a PDF format and an HTML format, so you can read the actual bill, which I just clicked on that. So here is the actual bill for this example. So it is written in bill language. Sometimes it can be hard to understand exactly what a bill is talking about and what they want to do, but it does have a synopsis to kind of give you like an idea of what the bill is about. There are websites too that you can Google that kind of break down what bills mean. Not for not every bill, but for some bills. And then that way you can kind of understand more about what is going into that bill. So we'll go back to the home page. So you can do that by clicking this home button here. And then we can just click on other dates. There's Senate and Assembly quorums going on. And then you'll notice this little guide right down here. It says legislative activity. We saw the key is for the brown dates. Budget hearings are going to be blue. So when you see something pop up in blue, and typically March is when the budget hearings start. There's some in late April or also later in April, but March is generally when they have them. So it's a good idea if you're interested in participating in a budget hearing, if you're interested in testifying about how you think the state's money should be spent, that's what you're going to want to look for. So if it happens, let's say tomorrow on March 3rd, you want to watch one of these. So either the 10 a.m. one or the 2 p.m. Typically they are live, they're recorded. So if they are live, you can click here where it says live proceedings, and there's none at this time. But if you click that button when there is a meeting going on, then you should be able to watch it. If you happen to miss it and you want to go back and watch something, you can hit that archived media button. So if you know exactly what you're looking for, you can click through the Senate sessions, the Assembly sessions. If it's from a committee, you can click through the proper committee. And these are the ones that are recent. So on February 3rd, they had one, and it looks like the media is audio only. So that's what they have available, and that's what you can listen to. Sometimes it's video, and sometimes it's just audio. But you have that option to listen to past hearings. So again, we're going back to the home page. We're going to scroll down. So if you know exactly which bill you would like to listen to, participate in, you want to sign up for that hearing, you can search by the bill. So just for fun, let's go back and get that bill that we already looked at for the election workers, because we know that that's happening on the 3rd. So that's S1290. So we're going to go back home. If you have the bill number, you can search by the bill number. If you know when it was, you can put the date in. If you have a subject that you want to, that you're interested in, you can search by subject, a sponsor. Again, if you know who sponsored it. And then we're going to, whoops, did I type in the wrong number? So let's just go by subject. So typically, if we want to do something that is important to us, housing is always a big topic that gets brought up, or human services, developmental disabilities. So we can click that and we can submit. So this has all of the bills, 85 bills that have to do with developmental disabilities. So if you're if you want to get involved, you don't know exactly what you want to get involved in, that's a good way to find a topic that means a lot to you. Everybody has something, you know, that's important to them. So you can search through this list and find something that is important to you. And then you can learn about the bills that are going on that have to do with that topic. Then you can click on each bill and learn more about what that bill is about. So this one specifically permits person diagnosed with autism or communication disability to voluntarily make notation on a driver's license, identification card, and in the motor vehicle registry. Establishes program to train law enforcement officers in interactions with persons with autism or communication disabilities. So that is what this bill is about. If you are for it, if you are opposed, it's important information to have. You want to have the bill number. So you want the Assembly and the Senate. It goes by 2 different numbers. And then it's important to know who the sponsors are, because you can reach out to these people directly and let them know how you feel by either a letter. You can reach out to them on social media, or you can leave them a phone message. You can advocate and have people also reach out to them. So whether you're for it or you're opposed, you can learn more about what the bill is. You can make more informed choices and decisions. And now you know who you can reach out to. And now that you have the bill number, you can find out when they are meeting. So the last session bill number looks like this. We will copy this so I don't get it wrong this time. So if this is something that you are interested in, let's go down to the bill search, and you can enter in one or both of the bill numbers. So it says down here you need a specific number or all of them. And that should pop up. So if you're interested in finding out when, you can also contact let me scroll back to the home page. Contact the people who are a sponsor on the bill as well. You can sign up for, let's go back to where we were. Here we go. Hit submit and hit this. So you can find out who the sponsor is and you can write to them. You can also just keep an eye on this website. The bills will be updated when there are hearings available for them. You can also be added to an email list. You can ask the sponsors or the co-sponsors. They typically have email lists and newsletters that go out, and you can follow them on social media, get added to their email list, and then that way you can stay on top of what they are doing. And then you can be notified if a hearing comes available. Otherwise, you just need to keep an eye on this page. Keep checking the calendar. If you don't have any contacts that you can reach out to, if you're just interested in just the state hearing, the state budget hearings, again, just keep an eye on this calendar and wait until they pop up. As soon as they pop up, you're going to get an option. There's going to be a button that pops up that says where you can enroll for a testimony, submitting testimony. You can either do it live. It looks like they are now in person. Sometimes they are virtual still because of the pandemic. So they could be on Zoom, they could be in person. You can also just submit your testimony by emailing it or snail mailing it to the State House. It will give you the address or the email address on where you can submit that. And then oftentimes there's also an option for certain bills where you can go on this website and just put I am opposed or I am for this bill. You don't have to write a testimony. You don't have to speak in front of people. They just are asking for your opinion, if you're for it or if you are opposed of it. So that is some ways that you can keep an eye on the legislative schedule. Find out when hearings are coming. This is how you can watch older hearings or listen to older hearings, and how you can see live hearings. So thank you so much for watching. and we have a lot of great content coming for you the rest of this month. Head over to our website to fill out our template for DD Awareness Month, Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, and let us know why home and community-based services are important to you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.